يبقى احنا اول حاجه احنا عندنا ايه؟ لما يكون الفانكشن مكتوبه a times b power x plus c exponential function, we have to check b first. If b greater than 1, then that means we will have horizontal asymptote, and this horizontal asymptote comes from the left, and then it tends to go up or go down according to what? According to the c. This is what is horizontal our horizontal asymptote. And then it goes up or down according to the y-intercept. If it's less than c or greater than c. How? Y-intercept is equal to a plus c. Okay, so, and if b is less than 1 greater than 0, so that means we will have horizontal asymptote coming from the left and then tends to go up or tends to go down. And the same equation like that. So C will represent, of course, the horizontal asymptote, and the y-intercept will be A plus C. Okay? Here يبقى احنا هنشوف بقى دلوقتي عندنا negative 5 e power negative x, it tends to be plus 0. So C, so first of all, what is e power negative x is not legal. So we need it to be p power to be power x only. So we have to change the negative coefficient of x. How? So e will consider it over 1. So I will flip the fraction of e, so it will become 1 over e. And negative x will become x only, plus 0. So now 1 over e is equal to what? قول كده 0.3. 0.3. So that means b is less than or equal to 0. So that means the asymptote will come from the right, from 0. So 0 means from the x-axis. Okay, comes from the x-axis, and then what will be our y-intercept? Negative 5, which is a plus 0, which is c. A plus c is negative 5 plus 0, which is negative 5. And here is negative 5. Okay, so the horizontal asymptote will tend to go down to negative 5. So this will be our choice. Okay. We have two functions, g of x and f of x. Okay, g of x is 9 power x minus 8. So it is not written in the form of the exponential function. We have minus 8. So using the exponential properties, if two powers are subtracted, so that means the basis was divided. So it means that 9 power x was divided by 9 power 8. Okay, so because of minus, okay? So it seems like 1 over 9 power 8, and this will be, of course, times 9 power x, and this will be, of course, 1 over 9 power 8 will be a number, of course, less than 1 greater than 0, of course. Okay, because 9 power 8 is a huge integer, so a huge positive integer, and 1 divided this integer, of course, will become a number looks like 0.000 whatever, 1, like that. Okay, so our b is less than 1 greater than 0. So that means the drawing will come from the right, and then it will tend to go up or down according to c, which is 0, and a, which is 1 over 9 plus power 8. So the y-intercept here, so this is our x-axis horizontal asymptote, and the y-intercept will show us if it tends to go up or down. So 1 over 9 power 8, which is a, plus 0, which is c, it will be a positive number. So it will tend to go up like that's just slightly. So this is what is g of x. F of x is just a 9 power x, and it's very easy. It's written in the exponential form. Okay, so we have a is 1, c is 0, so I think we can judge it easily. Okay, so this is the first thing. Okay, so let's go back to the original question. The g of x was 9 power x minus 8. And it was obtained from f of x that was 9 power x. So the main question here, g of x, how it was obtained from 9 power x. So here we have x and here we have x minus 8. So that means g of x represents f of x minus 8. So that means there is a transformation with 8 units to the right, y to the right, because of the symbol negative. So we will choose the graph is shifted, of f is shifted. Yes, that's it. It's shifted 8 units to the right. That's it. Okay, next question. Okay, so here in the parent equation was e power x. Okay. And what happened as a transformation was e power x minus 3. So we have the transformation as a number written beside the function, which is the f of x, which is e power x, and it was minus 3. So that means it is shifted along the y-axis. So that means it is shifted because of minus down 3 units. So we will choose I. And we will write 3 units down. Okay, next question. Okay, so in this question, we have e power negative x, and it was transformed to be 3 times e power negative x plus 8. Okay, so the transformed function, we see plus 8. So plus means left, and 8 will be 8 units to the left. And the whole function was multiplied by a factor of 3. Okay, so if the factor was greater than 1, like 3, so that means there is a vertical stretch happened to the function. And what if it was 0.3, which means less than 1? What if the factor was less than 1? If the factor was less than 1, so that means it's vertical shrink. Okay, so in this question, we would choose 8 units to the left and vertical stretch by factor of 3, as the question was factor of 3. So it is shifted, yes. I think, yeah, this is right. 8 units to the left and stretched vertically by factor of 3. Okay, so this is the first transformation that happened to this function f of x. So the transformation is written like an f of x minus 1. So minus 1 because it's outside the brackets of x. So that means the transformation is along the y-axis. Negative means down, plus means up. So minus 1 means down 1 unit. So the most appropriate one is C. Each point here was shifted 1 unit down from blue to red. Okay, the red is a transformed one. Okay, next. So here we have Now it's time for B. This is a parent function. So B is the transformation that happens. So we have x plus 2 inside the bracket. So plus minus inside the bracket means left or right. Plus for left, minus for right. So that means it moved 2 units to the left because of plus. So we would choose A. Okay, so in C, it happened 3 times fx minus 2. So we have two transformations. The first one, minus 2, which means down 2 units because it's mentioned outside the brackets. Okay, minus 2, down 2 units. And then what happened? What happened here? Times 3. It means after transformation down 2 units, it was vertically stretched up. So the appropriate one here is D. So as you see, down 2 units and then vertically stretched up. So it will become higher than the parent one. So we will select D. Okay, next question and the final one. Here, number D. Okay, number D. So 3 minus f of x minus 2. So it seems like complicated, but it's easy because the final answer, of course, it will become B. Okay, so but how it will become B? Look, 3 minus f of x minus 2. We can write it like that. Look, like that. So we have 3 transformations. The first one, plus 3 means up 3 units. Minus 2 means right, to the right, 2 units. Negative. What does it mean negative when I multiply it outside by the function f or any function g, f, whatever? When I multiply the function itself by a negative number, so that means there will be a reflection about the x-axis. Look what happened. Let's ignore minus 2 and plus 3, okay? Let's consider it negative f of x. So the function itself was drawn like that. This is f of x. So negative f of x will be like that. This is how it's transformed as a reflection about x-axis, okay? And then what happened? Plus 3, it was shifted up 2 units and then went 2 units to the 2 units to down. 2 units to the right. So we would choose B. So I'm sorry. So we will choose D. I'm sorry. So we will choose D because I said it will move up 3 units to up, so it will be above the blue function. Okay. So the red function will be above, and then it will move 2 units to the right. So as it's shifted 2 units like that. So the original one was standing here, and the shifted one will stand here. And then the negative of the reflection about x-axis, this is what happened. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, next question. Okay, so we have here E absolute x. The absolute is a function that measures the difference between the number and 0, the distance, just the distance, okay? So absolute 2 is 2, absolute negative 2 is also 2, okay? So here we have E absolute x. So that means if it's E, it means like we have piecewise function. Looks like that, e power x and e power negative x. Why? Because we said if we have 2 or negative 2 as an input for the absolute, so the answer will be 2. So absolute x here can be x or can be negative x, and both of them will become x only. Okay? So absolute e power x, it will become like that. And e power negative x, it will become like that. Why? We will consider it why. E power x means e is 2.17, whatever. So e is a number greater than 1. And in the exponential function, if b, the base of power x, if it's greater than 1, so that means it's exponential growth. That's 1. E power negative x, let's imagine it. E power negative x, it must be written as power x. So how can do it? E power negative, it seems like e power negative 1. So we will consider e over 1. So we will write it 1 over e. So we will flip the fraction to change the sign of the power. So 1 over e power x. So e here is 2 point, okay, digits, some digits. So it seems like 1 divided 2. So it will be 0.5. So we have a rule that says if b, which is the base of power x, if it's less than 1 and greater than 0, so that means the function will be drawn like that. So from negative 2 to 2, when x is negative, it will be drawn like that. And when x as 2 will be, if it's positive, it will be drawn like that. So the final answer will be B. Okay, that's it. Nice work. Next question.